The South China Sea has long stood as a crossroads of geopolitics, weaving together a tapestry of histories, economies, and naval prowess. With time, this vast expanse of water has evolved from merely a geographical entity to a theater of intricate geopolitical maneuvers, emblematic of the jostle for dominance, territorial claims, and concerns of regional security. The structure of the world, as often observed, is predominantly shaped by the ambitions and strategies of its major powers. Zbigniew Brzezinski's poignant observation that Eurasia is the chessboard on which the struggle for global primacy continues to be played resonates strongly today. The South China Sea has transformed into a pivotal square on this vast geopolitical chessboard. China's territorial ambitions in the South China Sea, demarcated by the ambiguous 9-dash line, encroach precariously close to the maritime boundaries of its neighbors, most significantly, the Philippines. A major flashpoint in these territorial confrontations has been the Second Thomas Shoal. As a bold assertion of its territorial rights, the Philippines beached the World War II-era Sierra Madre vessel there in 1999. Today, it's not just a decaying relic. Manned by a committed Philippine Marine garrison, it symbolizes the country's undeterred resolve.
I think the Philippines have every right to send their vessels, both commercial and military, anywhere they want in their exclusive economic zone, and China has no basis to claim that they need to remove it.
China, on the other hand, has not been passive. Adopting a strategy which may be termed as optical warfare, it deploys seemingly innocuous white-hulled Coast Guard vessels instead of the more intimidating gray-hulled naval ships. This subtlety, however, is merely superficial. Some of these Coast Guard vessels have displacements rivaling large warships, underlining China's intent of subtly asserting dominance without triggering overt militaristic confrontations.
That's my feeling, that the South China Sea situation will continue to simmer but not boil over.
Past confrontations have found their way into legal arenas. Before we continue our journey, please consider supporting our team through your appreciation and through Patreon. It is with your support that we can unravel this complex realm. The link is given in the description below. Now coming back to our discussion. The 2016 ruling by the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague, which dismissed China's territorial claims based on legal principles, stands as a testament. Yet China remains undeterred, often invoking historical narratives and even suggesting that the very name South China Sea fortifies its ancestral claims. Names, however, can be subjective. While to the Philippines these waters are referred to as the West Sea, their significance extends beyond nomenclature or symbolism.
The Philippines strongly affirms its respect for this milestone decision as an important contribution to ongoing efforts in addressing disputes in the South China Sea.
The South China Sea is the lifeline of global trade, witnessing a staggering $3.4 trillion in trade every year. Dominance here implies not only geopolitical control, but also an ability to regulate the economic pulse of East Asia. The US, even as a non-claimant, plays a pivotal role in the region's dynamics. As emphasized by experts like Dean Chung, any aggressive move against the Philippines, a staunch US ally, could potentially trigger the US-Philippine Mutual Defense Treaty.
事实非常清楚，美方出于一己私利，抱持零和思维，不断在本地区加强军事部署，其结果必然是加剧局势紧张，危害地区和平稳定。地区国家应该深入地想一想，到底什么才是合适的，什么才是互利的，从而做出真正有利于自身利益、有利于地区和平稳定的选择。
The frequent US Navy patrols in the region aren't mere demonstrations of naval capability, but assert that the South China Sea, as per international conventions, remains open to all.
I want to emphasize that the truth is that the US side stirred up troubles and made provocation first, while the Chinese side dealt with this in accordance with corresponding laws and regulations.
History often serves as both a lesson and a warning. The insights of Thucydides, drawn from the historical tussle between Athens and Sparta, seem eerily relevant today. As global powers flex their muscles in this maritime arena, one wonders if history provides us a compass to navigate these stormy waters, or if we're trapped in a relentless cycle of historical repetition. In the vast expanse of the South China Sea, every move has a consequence. Every strategy could reshape the future, and the world, with keen interest and apprehension, waits and watches. The stakes are monumental, and the chessboard is set. The onus now lies on diplomatic acumen and international cooperation to chart a course towards peace and mutual respect. Thanks for watching. Give us feedback about your take on this issue. Give us a thumbs up, and do not forget to share and subscribe our channel for more in-depth analysis of global issues.